So we got a new one from Mariah Carey. It kind of confirms a story we covered a while back when radio exec and producer spoke about how Eminem and Mariah Carey's relationship began, and since she's doing a press run to promote her new album, we got an interviewer who had the cojones to ask her about what went down with Eminem that resulted in their beef, and this interview has been described as laughing my bum off. She kinda panicked here, and we'll expand on this in a moment. As today we also got an update on what's going down between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B that's got the hip-hop world shook, especially when they started dissing each other's kids, and even 50 Cent has since weighed in on this, and at the latter part of the video, we got Young Thug clarify his album cover once again, as if you recall, he already pointed out how the inspiration for the white cover was based on the narrative, and if you want to be the biggest, you gotta be Eminem.
But it's just all fun, like I just did it on some shit like, shit, I want to be the biggest in the world. Answer to that question from anybody should be, you gotta be white. You know, it's just a narrative. I was just pushing the envelope a little bit, man.
Yeah.
Just shit, you want to be the biggest in this motherfucking world, you gotta be Eminem.
And he clarified this, as you'd see later, that sparked heated debates on social media. And as usual, I'll be looking forward to your thoughts later in the comment section. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy this content. And starting with Mariah, she was recently on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, and this was asked.
Summer, a music producer claimed the real reason why you and Eminem started beefing was because he approached you about playing his mom in 8 Mile. Is there any truth to that?
From what I heard, there is truth to that, but I don't think that he actually wrote. Who knows who approached who?
But was it something, did that ignite the beef?
No, I mean, maybe. It depends what he's thinking. I really don't care.
Right.
Like, whatever he's said, then I'm that fine. Not really, but that's a rap lyric.
All right, thank you very much.
Now, those of you who were with us for some time now remember the actual interview where Damiza narrated this story, and if you missed it, don't worry, we'll get to the highlights in a moment. But in response to this segment from Watch What Happens Live, the reactions are going as you'd expect. I know she low-key panicked when the Eminem question came up. She low-key didn't want the question to be asked, laughing emojis. And personally, I was of the impression that before any interviews, they told them beforehand that anything about Eminem is gonna be off limits, so this was actually surprising. And more, she tiptoed on that answer. Usually she's a bit sassy and all about the diva image or whatever. She was very wishy-washy, non-committal, not really saying anything there. And of course, over 20 years later, some fans are still wondering. To this day, I will never understand why she lied about that relationship. Like, girl, loudly crying emojis. And we got what some believe to be the reason why she lied, as in response to this, everything that's hidden becomes public if you are a public figure. Why did she even hide it? Would Nick have married her, or would her romantic image suffer? They were always good girl and a hooligan couple since the 19th century. I don't know. And according to a user, a crazy ex was responsible for this. The problem was that she was dating 2 men at the same time, and the other guy was a real sicko, ready to kill even her. So she started avoiding the issue by simply lying about M. So of course, 1 point later, she too much marinated her lies about M, and M was fed up. And like they say, it starts with one lie, and then you gotta keep lying, building more lies upon lies to keep the story going.
So I go to Mariah and I say, look, Eminem wants to meet you. And she's like, no, like, I'm not getting up in that. And I said, well, there's this movie. She goes, what's his number? So I get her on 3-way, put him on the phone. And the first thing out of his mouth is, I want you to play my mother.
She did not like that shit at all.
So her insecurities kicked in.
Oh my
big
All day. That did not go well.
And I'm like, look, this is all bad. And we're flying from New York to LA. And she's like, hey, we're going to stop off in Detroit. And I said, we? And so the next thing I know, we're at Eminem's house. And they disappear. You know what I mean? And
did he give you a look when you saw him?
Yeah, no, I mean, she was on him.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean at this point? So the second they went in his room, literally, I said, I'm going back to LA.
And check this out. A part of me wishes that they would just squash their beef. The backstory is stupid when you think about it. And if I recall, they were supposed to have a song on the Eminem show. I heard it was Superman, but I could be wrong. And as it stands, Mariah's latest album opened to 2.38 million streams on its first day on Spotify. Suffice to say, it didn't go as planned for social media users who believe Mariah ended Eminem, as in comparison, I wouldn't even use the death of Slim Shady, but Eminem's Houdini's opening day with 7.9 million streams on its first day, a song that peaked at 9.2 million streams on the 7th of June. She really ended Eminem, as you can see, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts on this one later. And moving on, before we get to Young Thug's take on Eminem that sparked another round of debates, Nicki versus Cardi B is far from over, and this tweet that went viral put it best. They went to sleep, woke up and started again, and this was the easiest prediction to make. To be honest, this was expected, and we got the new timeline, and everyone was getting it from Nicki Minaj. We're talking Cardi B, Jay-Z, Quavo, Roc Nation, and the kids. They all got it from Nicki, and right where we left off in the last video, they started again. From Nicki it goes, "Dear cultural vulture, Cardi B's daughter, your mom is pregnant with another primate to add to her litter. The gag is that she was just jealous of a little baby boy simply because his hair was longer than all 4 of you bald primates put together." And Nicki continued, "I'ma kick your gums back into formation." And Jay-Z started to catch those hands, and in this case, Twitter fingers, camel and rat, how she refers to Jay-Z and Desiree Perez. We are not fazed by botted tweets and bots in the comments. That's precisely why you broke now. Desiree got fillers since I said she ugly, now she uglier. Oh clown. Camel, let's talk about your kids today. That's on the docket, dude. Shuffles papers. And as you'd see, this is aimed at Jay-Z rather than Beyonce, as she decided to put Jay-Z's alleged estranged son Raimir, I hope I pronounced that correctly. It goes, "Dear Raimir, I'm sorry that Camel framed you by putting things in your car, allegedly. I'm sorry he wanted you in prison the way he wants all his enemies. He's weak, ugly too, but I guess when you have money invested into the private prison system, welp, I don't know, this is all alleged." And after posting memes mocking Cardi B and Jay-Z, Cardi B decided to step back in the ring. Here you go, starting again, nice and early, you sick, pathetic, loser, bum, demonic, insane clown. I said it back in 2018, and nobody believed me that you've been talking about my child since I was pregnant. You've been jealous of my child. I had never mentioned or talked about your freaking kid. It is one thing to be jealous of me, but to be jealous of my kids is insane. You're jealous of my kids because they are beautiful and freaking smart, and that's why God punished you with having a slow bum kid. You hate your child because you wish you could brag on him and his milestones, but the only thing you can brag on is hair, you freaking dummy. And in response to the post from Nicki about kicking someone's gums back into formation, Cardi B went off. "You said you were gonna kick my child gums back. Didn't you say you was in New York? This past words now, where the F you at? Cause today is gonna be the day I go to jail." And Nicki kept posting memes of Cardi B as Barney B and Jay-Z as a camel, and even Charlemagne caught a few jabs from Nicki. "Charlemagne, did you put that bleaching cream on your knob too? POTUS, lock them up. Imagine if you called yourself Trump the God. Oh clown, lock up boring Lauren. And Jess with the testicles too. They're very nasty people. Queen's dudes run these dudes. Thank you." And Nicki was pumped. Queen was ready for a Royal Rumble, and in a tweet that's now been deleted, she posted, "Which rap dude wanna get in the field today? I double dog dare you." And this time we got an essay from Cardi B addressed to Nicki Minaj. "Dear Onika Tanya Mirage, this my last time responding to you because this past Twitter now, I gotta see you. But first, I'ma tell you the truth. You said out your own mouth that the little girl in you haven't forgave your mother yet, and that's because your mom used to stay silent when your dad used to touch on you every time he did that crack pipe. I know you experienced a lot of trauma and abuse, but drugs is not gonna help you. You need to go to therapy now. I'ma let you know this today. Your husband is not stopping you from your actions because he lets you do drugs all day to numb you so he can max out your credit card. Yeah, you think I don't know, them Queens dudes that you be letting in your house every time you kick them out be coming and spilling your tea in the hood. But I'm gonna be the realest person to ever tell you, you need to get help. You need to heal that trauma. You're always coming at people every time you see them happy because you got so much trauma and pain that you want to put on others. Your fans are gonna gas you up while you literally lose your goddamn mind. You don't have no friends, no family, just that man in your house that lets you do drugs till you pass out so he can spend your money and buy the hood chains. I'm not throwing away my career and my endorsements going back and forth with words with a possessed drug addict. I'll see you when I see you. And at the time we worked on this video, the round ended here, and even 50 Cent is shook. I hope the girls stop fighting before things escalate. I read some ish they saying to each other, and this is not gonna end well. And remember, these are young kids dragged into this, not grown adults, and dissing prepubescent kids is a different level of hate. And like most rap fans would prefer, Cardi and Nicki continuing to tweet is just shrugs emoji, get in the booth, or stop this ish. Looks like some high schoolers with this Twitter ish. They supposed to be the 1 and 2 rap, and some users have hit back with the truth about this squabble. This is not a rap beef. They don't like each other as people and hate each other. They don't care about rapping, and the hate is so strong they don't even care about making money from this fallout. And I'll be looking forward to your thoughts on this one. And moving on, we got to hear more from Young Thug about the inspiration behind going white for his album cover. Check it out.
And I was just, where did that creative come from, where you thought just to put the album cover as you but white?
If you want to be the biggest, go white.
So you're saying you have to be white to be the biggest?
That's what they think.
But like, how did you just think in your head, like, yo, I'm making this shit white? Like how did that come across, like the thought?
Cause I was just thinking like, damn, who the biggest? Like, and it's just like, damn, you got motherfucker like Michael Jackson.
But he was black.
Eminem. Yeah, for sure, but he turned himself white.
Yeah, but because he had a disease.
I know he didn't do it just to be a white man.
Yeah,
obviously.
Would you ever do that?
What?
Want to be white?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, really? You would?
Yeah.
Why?
Just probably a day though. I just want to be white for a day so I could just be like.
And some Eminem fans are exhausted at this point. Reducing all success to race is ridiculous. Eminem is literally the only big white rapper. And of course, Young Thug already made it clear that it is a narrative that he doesn't necessarily agree with, but that's what people say. And when a user fired back at this point about how Eminem is not the only big white rapper, things got hilarious, as we got this. Name one other white rapper in his stratosphere of success, and check this out, Drake. I guess we found Rick Ross's burner account, and the jokes kept writing themselves as the initial user who claimed there are other white rappers in M's stratosphere of success dropped a list of the white rappers, and if you've got any liquids on your desk, now's the time to put it away. If you're having a drink, it is time to swallow and put it down. And check this out. The rappers who are in Eminem's stratosphere of success, that's not true at all. Mac Miller, Paul Wall, LP, G-Eazy. And Lil Bro got rage baited with this one. Okay, now tell me how much they all sold. And apparently we are the problem for knowing the facts. Jay freaking Christ, y'all have zero ability to think critically, and clearly someone is triggered that their argument is falling apart in real time, because objectively, there's not a single rapper in the same stratosphere as Eminem, black or white, although Drake is swiftly approaching. And we got some more jokes, Mac Miller. And on the note of becoming the biggest because you become white, another user expanded. The difference is that Eminem and Michael Jackson actually made good music that people will forever listen to. And this is quite harsh on Young Thug. He's also got talent, and he understands his target audience. Not many rappers could pull this off, although it is true his talent is not in the same stratosphere as, say, MJ and Eminem. And that will be all for today, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.